Don't come near me. Get on the ground. Hey guys, this is Shannon. I'm here at Nomad Krav Maga in Las Vegas. This is Ryan, my longest term student, and we're gonna go over some gun threats from behind. All right, so I'm gonna give you 3 options, and it's gonna depend on which position that you're finding yourself in relative to the attacker, and you're gonna proceed in different ways, but they're all very similar. All right, I'm gonna run through all 3 real quick, and then we'll talk about them and discuss the details. First one is gun from behind touching. I'm just gonna run through and go. Cool, we're gonna work on the second option. Okay, this one is with a little bit less space. He's grabbing my arm. Third option, this is the worst case scenario. You did a lot of things wrong if you end up here.
Oh, okay, what do you need? Turn around right now.
Turn around?
Turn
okay,
around.
I'm turning around.
Get on your knees.
On my knees, man.
Why? On your knees.
On my knees? All right, man, just relax. Relax, man, what do you want? Yes, get back! Back away! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! All right, guys, we're gonna talk about that first option. All 3 of these, they're a threat. If he was just planning on executing me, he would have came up behind me, pointed it at me, and shot me already. But instead, he's putting it on me and he's asking for something. He wants me to go with him. He wants my property. Whatever it is, if he wants my property, maybe I just say, okay, you want my wallet, man? Here's my wallet, give it to him, and I look out to get out and live another day, right? However, maybe he says, get on your knees, come with me, get in the car. That is my trigger word, right? This is my time to go, I need to go now. So from now, when I get that trigger, I wanna think about first, looking and assessing this guy. When I look, I want to turn my shoulders. This simple act, if the camera would go right here, redirects the line of fire off the center mass of my body. I'm getting shot through my entire body right now. Redirect, and now I'm not getting shot through my entire body. When he sees me going, he's gonna want to react and pull back. So I need to chase that moment, and I need to get my arm deep behind his armpit. And as I do it, I'm simultaneously counterattacking with an elbow. Wrapping up, getting control position. Starting to counterattack, boom, boom. Now, I wanna take this shoulder and crank it forward. That's gonna put him in a more compromised position so I can start working that disarm. And then look, this movement here. This is something I do in Raw Silat from Luke Holloway. I kind of combined it here. I'm gonna think about rolling that elbow to clear him so that he gets to his back. I can tap rack, put him in the line of fire if I need to. But remember, unless this is my weapon, I don't know its state of operation, right? He could be some crackhead that just found it out of the trunk of a car, stole it out of somebody's whatever, right? I don't know if that thing's gonna work. So if I'm gonna put that in the line of fire and think I'm gonna use it, I'm not sure if that's gonna work. So one more time, we just recap this technique. Look, assess. What if he has something in that hand? I'd have to deal with it. From now, I'm going redirect, control, elbow. Grabbing that wrist, more counterattacks, knees, groin kicks. Crank that shoulder forward, following his arm so that I stay out of the line of fire. I'm going this position, palm down, breaking over the thumb, lifting up, hitting his head, clearing him, keeping myself out of the line of fire. Tapping, racking, or if he comes rushing at me, this thing doesn't work, I could G-wrap it from a wrestling and work this type of position so that I'm working weapon retention, because he may want to get his gun back. All right, that was a lot of information. We're gonna move on to the second technique. Now, he comes in, he takes that space away, and he's grabbing me here. I need to figure out what's going on. Still, I'm gonna figure out what I can do. Now, I need to think about closing that distance as quick as I can. So I'm gonna rolling in and I redirected my shoulder like this. See how I'm using my shoulder? Now, this arm's gonna reach back. I'm gonna grab him in the back of his body, and this one's gonna cap his elbow while I get head pressure and head control dominant position with my head. From here, I'm working this to counterattack. Knees, rolling kicks, knees. Once I feel I've softened him up, I'm gonna move the angle so you can see. From here, I'm gonna cut back and break this through. Cross face so that he can't see me. If he tries to turn into me, he's not gonna have a good time with that. From here, I'm gonna take this arm directly back, staying out of the line of fire. Arm, palm down, breaking over the thumb. Can we get a super close up of this thing here? Now, we're gonna break over the thumb, keeping myself out of the line of fire, pulling up. I'm gonna hit him with this thing, boom. As long as I have this hand, he can't defend against this. Couple muzzle strikes to the face. I'm gonna roll and push him away, making sure he's getting distance away from me. I tap rack or I take off running. Third option. Position's getting worse and worse for our starting point. Now, how did I get here? He may have said, hey man, turn around, don't look at me. Okay, do I go now? Do I defend myself now? Maybe, right? Okay, I don't wanna do this. I don't wanna turn my back. Okay, now he's like, get on your knees. I'm making a lot of bad decisions right now, but you may find yourself here. Okay, it's possible. From here, I'm gonna go through this technique real quick, and then we're gonna talk about it. Tap rack, stand, put him in the line of fire. Okay, so we end up in this position. First of all, don't end up in this position. Don't do what they say and get on your knees with your back turned to the bad guy. All right, so I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna look. I see there's nothing in this hand. I'm gonna do that same redirection that we did in the first one. Reaching back past his shoulder, past his elbow, into his armpit. My feet are coming up on the knees and turning on the balls of their feet. Here. Here. My quickest counterattack that I can do on my way up is gonna be a rich hand groin strike. Now, he's probably gonna pull back, so I use that to help me up, coming up straight into an elbow, clinch position, more counterattack, same disarm, and creating space, tapping, racking, or taking off running with the weapon. All right, guys, that was 3 techniques for gun from behind, touching. Again, remember, these are threats. If I was just gonna execute somebody, I wouldn't come up and put the gun on their back. Of course, right? But this guy wants something from you. He either wants property or life. Property or life, or he wants your body, he wants to take you somewhere. Right, so you need to think about what point are you willing to defend yourself? What do they have to say? What do they have to do before you're not gonna comply anymore and you're gonna take that opportunity to defend your life? All right, guys, this is Shannon, that's Ryan, Nomad Krav Maga. We'll see you on the mat.